Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 5, Episode 51. It is Tuesday morning. Yesterday, I was complaining about snow and bad road conditions and cold and all that stuff. I had two coats, one in the car, one at the office, and it was cold and everything else. This morning, still bad weather, but in a different way. This morning, my car says it's 41 degrees outside. The weather channel says it's 37, so it's in the 30s to 40s. Feels like 35 degrees. Today's high is going to be 51, and it's raining. And the weather map says it's not raining. It says it's not going to start until about 11:30 today, and we're going to be heading out to the casino. We're going to the office first. We're going to take care of some stuff there. And then we're going to head out to the casino, try to make some money as we did yesterday. Today, as far as calendar-wise, I have one meeting in the afternoon that I'm probably not going to attend. It's some kind of stupid party for everybody. Hey, come over here. We give you free prizes, which are like something stupid you put on your desk for the next 10 years till you retire, then you put it in the trash. So I don't need any of that stuff. I would rather be at the casino making money. So today we're going to go to work. We're going to do any kind of meetings and things that we need to other than that. And then we're going to head out to the casino, have lunch, back to the office. And then this afternoon, we're supposed to be returning this car to the dealership. My car is finally ready. I can't believe that they gave me a rental car when all it was the touchscreen wasn't working right. And they gave me a rental car for almost a month now, about 3 weeks now. So I am going to call them this afternoon after they say the car is ready, and I'm going to tell them that I can't return the rental till tomorrow after work. And then we'll go on a 400 or 500 mile trip tomorrow, and then we'll return it tomorrow night. Although tomorrow is Wednesday and we'd like to do an overnight. We'll see. Worst case, I can have my wife do it. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what else. Silver's down big time today. It's down into the low 80s. Actually hit 78. Right now it's about $83. Not too worried about it. A lot of stuff going on. When markets go down, people have to liquidate to cover their longs. And they're going to liquidate from somewhere that they're making money, which makes sense that they would have taken it from silver. The situation in the war that we're involved in right now is not as bad as people expected it to be. We're ahead of schedule. It's expected to wrap up earlier, so I think that has a lot to do with it also. So I'll probably have to reevaluate where I am, and we'll figure that out. But also, Vegas. Yesterday, I booked my trip to Vegas with the family. I booked it with an airline that gave me 24 hours to change my mind. The family said I booked it for the wrong trip, for the wrong week. That's not the week they had off school, so I canceled it. And then I was going to rebook it, and then people started dropping like flies. They didn't want to go. The ones that did want to go, there was less people. Then my wife was kind of iffy about it this morning, so change of plans now. So now the plan is going to be, I'm going to Vegas the week after that, and I'm going to meet my friend that I met out there last time, and so it'll be just me, and I'm thinking about taking my mom as well. So it may be me and my mom going to Vegas. These people. See, in case you guys don't know, when you have a school bus and it's a 4-lane road, the 2 lanes that are not on the side of the school bus don't have to stop. People cause accidents that way, man. Anyway, so I'm thinking about taking my mom with me. She was going to take a trip after Easter, and that one may be canceled. So I think I may have her go with me to Vegas. Now, she's going to be by herself for about 18 hours a day. But we'll figure things out. We'll head back to the room, take her to lunch, go gamble, come back, take her to dinner, whatever. Give her some money. She likes to play a little bit too. She's not a big time player, but she'll play with $100 a day or something like that. And I can always give her like my free play or something and let her play with that, and she'll have a good time with that. So that's what we'll probably do. Yeah, so other than that, we're heading to work right now. It's early, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just leaving the office, heading to the casino. Still raining, not terrible, but still raining. Traffic is moderate to the light, so not bad at all. So I think we're going to be okay to be able to spend as much time as possible there. We should be able to get back to the office relatively quickly. I do want to stop and get some food on the way back to the office as well. And I'll be leaving early today because they have a company-wide meeting that, why would I be in the company-wide meeting? I mean, it's like ridiculous. So they lock the doors, they don't let you out. You're stuck there until the whole thing is over. So I'm not doing that. We're leaving before it starts, and we'll head back to the casino at that time. Still finalizing my stuff here for the trip. Looks like it's going to be moved to somewhere around the last couple days of March and into April, and then back a couple days before Easter. So that's the plan right now. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I'm back. So far, not so good. Couple plays so far, loser on both of them. Right now we're down $284, so definitely need to pick things up a little bit here. Minus 284, still looking around. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm back. Now we are down $655, so it continues. Let's see what happens here. Minus 655, and pretty miserable. I'll be back. Okay, I am back about 10 minutes later here, and how quickly things can change. Got a little lucky on one. It was technically okay, not the best, but I played it and had an extra big win on it, and ended up winning a little over 500 on it. Right now, I am down $260, so minus 260. See if this guy's over here. This guy used to be a host. He knows what's going on. That guy's still at that machine. I really want that machine too, so there's potential there. All right, we'll take another lap here, see if we can dig into it, and we will see, because otherwise, see what time it is. I have a little bit of time, but not a ton, so anyway, all right, we'll see. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. That was crazy. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Actually, it was never up. It was just down. From the first thing that I did, I was down. And I think I was down as much as like 700 and something at one point. Walked in, looking around, find a play in the back area. Really good play. Played that through, just got wrecked on that one. I was down a couple hundred on that one. Looked for a long time, couldn't find anything else. Walked around for a long time. Found another play, played that one through. That was worse. It was just one of those times where you couldn't do anything right. I did have a lot of bigger plays too, some $8 plays, some $5 plays, $6 plays, $3 plays, all kinds of things like that. So of course you're going to have bigger variance, and variance wasn't on my side. A lot of the ones that I played were also shorter term things, so you hit it 8 or 10 times and you lose $90 and you have to walk away. So that was unfortunate. I did have a couple glimmers of hope in there, but in the end I couldn't get above zero. So I ended up leaving that session down $269, $269. So yeah, that was pretty miserable. I was sitting there playing one game, and the waitress came up to me, was talking to me, she was telling me about how all these people keep trying to grab her. I'm like, I didn't know you let people grab you. She's like, I don't. It's just this guy was trying this and this guy was trying that. And I said, well, what do you do in that case? Do they throw them out? No, I just don't give them water anymore. Really? I can grab your butt and all you're going to do is not give me water anymore? It's like a freebie? I think that's a little crazy. I think that's assault. It's unwanted touching is assault. So nobody should have to put up with that. No one should have to go through that. And I've got daughters. I feel even more strongly because I'm in the situation, and I wouldn't want that to happen to my wife. I wouldn't want that to happen to my daughters. So anyway, unfortunate. It is still raining. It's raining harder now. It started raining harder as soon as I got out of the car to walk in the casino. The sky was crying for me before I even started losing. Right now we are heading to Chipotle. I wanted to get something else, but couldn't find anything else I really wanted. I looked at some specials at other places, nothing good going on. So I ended up getting 2 of the chicken sides of chicken, and there was free queso today. I grabbed that. I don't know what I'm gonna. I guess dip the chicken in it. I don't know, but at least it's protein. Heading back to the office. When silver opened up this morning and it was really bad, I did actually buy a couple more options, and those are slightly ahead, but still looking pretty miserable overall. So hopefully that turns around, and we'll see. So we'll have another crack at this after work while that meeting is going on. Actually, I can just listen to that meeting while I'm driving, so they'll even see me in the meeting, so that's good. All right, let's head to Chipotle and then back to the office, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back. Just leaving the office. It's 3:20. Our meeting starts at 3:30, so obviously I got to be out of the building before they lock the doors and trap everybody in there. I mean, do people really think this is fun? Some kind of a celebration trapped in your office with all the people that you work with, and doing all these different tasks and stuff, trying to win stupid prizes that mean nothing. I don't get it. Honestly, today, I talked to my team for about an hour. My head was going to explode. These guys are ridiculous. And this is our culture right now. The one guy, his jokes are like, I got to talk to my therapist about that. Oh, my therapist is going to know about that. It's like, I've never been happy my whole life. I don't think I've smiled in 2 years. Hey, how about you guys? When's the last time you smiled? I smile every day. I have a family. I have a wife. I have kids. I have stuff going on in my life. I care about people. People care about me. I have hobbies. I have friends. What are you talking about? You never smile. You never smile? I said, you guys have it too easy. I said, have you ever heard of a guy in Africa who has to walk for 10 miles to get water for his family, worried about depression? It doesn't exist. They're worried about survival. You have too easy of a life. I said, if I was you, I'll give you some advice. I would get rid of all the garbage that you don't need in your life and simplify your life. Sit outside on your porch if you have one. Watch the sunset with your family. That's going to make you happy. But worrying about having possessions and stuff and taking care of things, and he's telling me about his dog has its own carrier with wheels that attaches to the bike so that the dog can go with them when they go places. Simplify your life, man. Simplify. Walk in the woods with your dog. You don't have to be riding a bike with the dog running next to you. It's like, it was insane, the things that they were talking about. The one guy saying about nothing makes him smile, but he's even keel. And what are you talking about? This is your life. You guys are young people. I'm way older than all these guys, and they have zero joy in their life. Everything is like desolate. I'm like, you guys have got to be kidding me. So anyway, I'm glad to be me. I'm glad to go through the rough times that I go through. I'm glad that silver went down today and reminded me of all the good things in my life, because these people are out of their minds. Seriously, you've got to be kidding me. That was a short rant, really. I mean, I could go on and on with these people. It is so ridiculous. One of these days, when I leave, I'm going to leave them the URL for my podcast, and I'm going to have a special episode that day for them so they really understand, because they have no clue what living a good life is. They really don't. Anyway, it is very rainy, misty, nasty rain. The roads are very busy. We're doing barely the speed limit in the fast lane. Everyone's going so slow. And I am heading back to the casino where I lost money today. And we're going to try to win that money back. And if we don't, we don't. It's a good life. So let's head over there, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back. Just walking in my car. That was another frustrating experience. I did okay, but I mean, not great, but it was pretty frustrating. A couple other people in there checking, and then saw a couple friends on the way out. Of course, they know what they're doing. Interestingly, there was one guy, I was walking around looking at things, and there was one guy sitting at this machine all the way in the back. And I walked up, and he was like just sitting there, not spinning. I'm like, what's this guy doing? Because this is a machine that's beatable. And he's just sitting there. I'm like, well, what's going on here? And then I walked around to the other side, and he seemed to be playing it. And then I came back around, and he's not playing it. Well, okay. Seems like something's going on here, right? So, right behind him was a kiosk. And so I went and swiped my card in the kiosk just to be doing something, so he would see me doing something behind him, and he wasn't playing. So obviously he knew what he was doing, and he didn't want me to see. Now, to me, that's the most stupid thing that there is. What difference does it make if someone else knows that I'm doing something or not? That they know what they're doing, I know what I'm doing. Why does it matter if I know that you're doing it? I mean, give me a break. Obviously, you wouldn't have done that if other people were coming. It's only for me because you know that I know what I'm doing. It's a little bit ridiculous to me, but anyway, played a game that I don't play very often at all. In fact, I would say out of 1,000 Advantage players, maybe 2 of them might play it. So very few people know this game. It's an old game, not in very many casinos at all. This is the only casino that I've ever seen it at all. And then they moved it years ago into the back area away from everything, and hardly anybody ever plays it. But I made a little bit of money on that one. Had a couple big plays that I lost a little bit of money on. Was about neutral on those, and just overall, just really not a lot of action going on in there. I did end up ahead slightly, plus 35. As I was walking around, I saw a friend of mine, and we used to gamble like crazy. I mean, we used to make so much money, and we wasted so much money messing around with casinos and racetracks and things like that. But it was like none of us were married, none of us had kids, and it was like unlimited money coming in. And we invested some, but we did lose a lot. But good guy, nice guy. He's still doing what we were doing before, still making big money, still losing big money. And we talked for a few minutes, and he's like, well, I'm doing this machine wrong, aren't I? I'm like, yeah, you are, but it's getting close to where it needs to be. And so he listened to me and waited till it got done, and I'm like, okay, you're done, you got to get up. And he kept on playing it. So there's only so much I can do, but he told me about a friend of ours. His nickname is Bean. So guess what ethnicity he is. See, because in my generation, we just had fun and enjoyed each other's company and stuff, and we nicknamed people Shorty, Slim, whatever it might be, and now everybody's offended. But this guy is, I think he's Mexican. He might not be, but a real nice guy, and hung out with him for many years. In fact, I'll tell you a story. One time my wife was driving, she drove my car out of town because hers had a problem, and I didn't want her to go too far with it. And on her way back, she spun out on the highway, and a cop came to help her out, and she looked in the door, and there was a crack pipe in there. Well, it was Bean's crack pipe, and he was smoking marijuana, you know. So I guess it was a marijuana pipe. I don't know, but so she freaked out, threw it out the window. Luckily, the cop didn't see that, or she would have had a problem. But he's always smoked a lot of marijuana and stuff, but you know, nothing that really got him in any trouble or anything. About 2010 or so, 12, whenever the Cosmopolitan opened up, he went out to Vegas and started working. He was working in this area in hotels, and he went out there and was working for hotels. And then eventually he was dealing for some like charity places, doing blackjack for charity places. And one time, when the Cosmo first opened up, they gave me like something stupid like $1,000 or $2,000 in free bets, and I didn't want to stay there. I think it's a stupid casino personally. I don't even like the Cosmo, but I went out there. I had that one and another offer, but you had to stay there for 3 days in order to get the offer. So I went downstairs, I got my offer, went to the table, played it, and then met with Bean, and I handed over my room key, and he went and used the room the rest of the time. That way somebody was in the room. Back then, you know, they used to do housekeeping every day, not this baloney, fake stuff. Whoa, we're helping the environment. Bull crap, you're helping the environment. You guys have fountains outside that, you know, waste millions of gallons a week, and you guys are worried about the environment and washing one towel. So that's my kid calling me. I'll have to get back to that. But so anyway, he stayed in the room, and I hadn't seen him since then. And my friend was telling me that he's real bad into drugs right now. So very unfortunate. And then I saw a couple also that I see in here sometimes, and they stopped coming in here for a while because they were kind of burned by the casino. They took their free play away and all this stuff because they had some big wins. But they're coming back in here now. They told me they had just gotten back from Atlantis in the Bahamas, and they said they didn't have a very good experience. They didn't like it very much. They charged them like $8 per person per day for housekeeping, and they were tipping every day also, which is pretty stupid. On top of that, and then they just didn't find that it was a very good experience in the casino. A lot of advantage players and stuff in the casino, so they said they wouldn't go back, and I was considering going there, so maybe I won't go there now. But anyway, that's what's going on right now. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. I talked to my son, and man, he's like the youngest kid, and he is so smart. There was an old laptop, you know, I built hundreds of laptops and desktops and servers, and there was an old laptop in the basement, wasn't booting up, wasn't starting up, wasn't charging, nothing. And I told him just forget about it, and he actually did the work to figure out what was wrong with it. He diagnosed it, and he fixed it and got it going. And since he's a minor and he's logging into Google, he needed my authorization, so it sent me a message, but that's what he was calling me for. But he got the thing to work, and he's going to wipe it out. He just finished wiping it out, actually, and he's just logging into it right now, so good for him. Right now, heading toward home. We can do some segments. I was supposed to get my car today, but they didn't call me, so I may do an overnight tomorrow, so maybe Wednesday and a Thursday. So they may not get their car back for a while, and maybe another 900 more miles on it. Right now I've put a little over 5,000 miles on this thing. Let's do some segments. What did you eat today, MW? Well, I searched for everything today. I tried all different places. None of them had any good deals. So I did 2 of the sides of chicken from Chipotle, and they had a free queso, which was not very good. And that's what I had for lunch. So I give that probably an 8 on a scale of 2 through ace. It's okay, but not as good as it used to be. I'm sure they're doing something to the chicken now. There's some kind of ingredient in there that wasn't in there before that's making it kind of greasy. So, and what did you tip today, MW? Well, I did lose a little bit earlier, and I won a tiny bit just now. And how much did you tip? Everybody together. $0. Yep, $0. And what did you learn today, MW? Well, I learned about what happened to my friend Bean, and I feel really bad. That's not his real name, obviously, but I don't want to say his real name. And actually, the guy I was talking to that told me about him, he's the guy whose name I use as my casino name when I'm in a casino. Initially, when someone asked me for the first time, I didn't know what to say, and I blurted out his name. And so there you go. So that's what I learned today. Yeah, other than that, I think the meeting is still going on at the office. But we're going to head home. And then I do have a little meeting tonight with some people. I'm meeting a guy about a horse now. That's an old thing. Anyway, I'm going to go do that and get some sleep, and probably going to be a long one tomorrow. I know I do have at least one early meeting tomorrow as well. So for now, I'm going to let you go. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.